I just had a super long day of driving. I left at I left home at like 10:30, but I left town at like 11, and it's now like almost 8:30, and I made it from my camp spot tonight, and I didn't know it was going to be this good. The pictures, it looked more like a field type vibe, but I didn't want to drive an extra 2 hours tonight. And so I was like, yeah, we'll just stop there. That'll be a good distance. And then I can hop on over to the Badlands tomorrow. Look at this view. These are all the pictures they showed me, like just this field. But there's this. This is stunning. Like, look. I'm obsessed. So good. Such a good spot. I'm like this close to considering staying another night, and I would, but tomorrow is like the last cooler day in the Badlands, in my one of my favorite spots I've ever camped in. I've slept in very few spots, but my favorite spot I've slept in so far. This is going to be one of my top ones so far, and it's the first night of official van life. But tomorrow is like the last nice day in the Badlands, so I am gonna drive over there. If I did not want to sleep there at least a night, I would skip it and stay here another night, probably. I don't know, maybe. But yeah, so a successful first night. There are a few bugs, but very few because it's early enough in the season, so that's really good. I'll probably put up some bug nets anyway. I mean, it's because of the water. Look at that view. Anyway, very proud of myself. Long day, but a good day, and went very smoothly. So yeah, but I'm gonna go chill out for the rest of the night. I'm so tired. I thought this place would have like no one here, which I wasn't super happy with. I think the first few, like, at least especially the first night, but for the first few nights when I'm getting used to everything again, I really wanted like some other people nearby. And like the town is like right over here, like we're on like some public land right outside of town. But I love it because there's like a normal camper right there, and then a camper van down there, and so there's like other people staying here too. It's not just me staying here. There were signs when I came in, it said 7-night maximum. So obviously it's meant for camping and staying here in like public land and all of that. But it is nice to have a few people like nearby, but not like packed, because it is still early on in the season. I think for a lot of people that would come to South Dakota, I think it's pretty early because it's just the start of May. But yeah, that makes me feel a lot better about this place too. Like, I don't know, especially for the first like week or so of getting used to everything. I mean, after this first week and a half, I'm going to be at my summer job, but still, I like there are other people close by, but it's not crowded yet. So yeah, anyway, just wanted to add that in. Literally lakefront. What? But there are mosquitoes here, so I'm going inside soon. I'm like, morning dip before I leave. You know, why not? Why not a morning dip? Y'all, I'm so happy. Also, first night of van life, and this is my bed. I was almost an hour late leaving town. I wanted to leave between 9 and 10. I ended up leaving at 11. And the last few bins of crap that I was packing just went on my bed because I couldn't do it anymore. There was like no room left in here, and there's like 3 empty bins in my back. So I just have to decide what's important and what's not, but I think all of this is. So that's my issue. So I get to deal with that. I'll probably just throw it on here and then throw it back there, and then tomorrow I'll deal with it. Because it's already like, it's 8:46. I'm tired. I had a really long day. Did not sleep well last night. I've been so busy the last few days. So I'm just gonna mostly throw it on my bench seat for now, and then move it back to my bed tomorrow. But I will put a couple things away. This is my home. This is my view. We made it to Badlands, as you can see. I also got my year-long pass for national parks because I would be putting that to good use. My parents actually paid for it because they got it as one of my Christmas presents. They were like, we owe you a national park pass for the year, but I wanted to hold off until as late as possible so that it would last longer because I wasn't traveling at the start of this year. But I have that now, and no one's stopping me. I'm going to every single national park every single day that I can. So here we are. I was thinking about hiking, but I'm honestly just here for the pit toilets right over there. So I'm gonna be using those, and then I'm just gonna be going to where I'm gonna be camping. It's about an hour drive through the park to get around. It's only 20 minutes if you take the highway, but I was like, I want a nice drive, but I'm not gonna take my time to hike. It is already getting pretty hot out too, so I don't know, I've done this hike before. It's really, really pretty, and I'd love to do it again if it was cooler and if it was less busy. And because it's so busy, I'm like, I want to get a spot at the free land that's really good that I have right outside of Badlands that I've been to before. It's absolutely gorgeous, but I feel like it's going to be packed, especially because it's Friday. So I want to get there as early as I can. So yeah, that's the plan. Use the pit toilets and then get going and drive through the park. Hello, you guys. So I just made it, I made it an hour and a half ago to my campsite for the night. It is some free camping right outside of Badlands, literally less than a mile. I just exited the park and literally it's the first turn. So it is gorgeous here. The only thing is they're doing a conservation project right now, and so last October when I was here, I got to park and camp on the cliff's edge, and that's kind of where a lot of people were camping. And so you're not allowed over on the cliff's edge to camp there right now because it's a conservation project, which sucks. It's good, but it sucks. So I'm on the other side of the road, and they have posts in for designated campsites. So I still got a decent one. It's kind of one of the closer ones to the edge, and I'll probably go sit over there either tomorrow morning or this evening once it gets cooler out. But yeah, that's about it. Oh, as you could see, there's nothing on my bench seat back here. Nothing on the bench seat. And my bed is almost cleaned off. This is kind of where I throw all my random stuff that's my nightstand type of thing, because my nightstand at home was my best friend. I literally piled things on there. And so this has kind of become my nightstand corner once I'm parked for the night. So I have that there, and then on my bed, those are just some papers I have to take care of. And then so I have my giant atlas that I got for Christmas. I have a AAA one that my grandparents got me a couple years ago just to use because they could get it for free. But this one's a really nice National Park, National Geographic road map, and I do plan on using this. I'm gonna actually use this later once I get a second wind of energy, to kind of plan the rest of my trip before I have to get to Montana in 11 days. 11 days, yes. So I just I don't want this to get all messed up by sitting in my door. It's already kind of warped and bending and stuff. I know it's gonna be used, and so obviously it is. But I don't want it to be sitting in my door where it's gonna constantly get sun and warped and all the heat and stuff. So I don't exactly have a place for this right now. So it's up here with all my papers that I have to deal with here shortly. And then I have my one project that I have to do still, which I think I'm gonna wait until a little bit of a cooler day. It's supposed to be cooler weather coming up, and so I think it'll be good because I have this car carpet. Where is it? This car carpet, and then the spray to like, the adhesive spray to like use it to put on because we did this Wednesday before I had work at 1:30, and so then I just had yesterday morning. I left yesterday morning, which it doesn't feel like it. It feels like years ago. So I never ended up like finishing this, and so I'm just gonna use car carpet kind of like back there and put it up, and then that'll kind of use that up, and then I'll send the spray back home with my parents. The nice thing is I kind of just like packed everything when I was packing up to leave. There we go. I kind of just like packed everything when I was packing up to leave, and the last like I think 2 binfuls of stuff I just chucked on my bed earlier, which you guys saw that. And so finally dealt with that and reorganized my clothes some, and they actually fit better and are a lot more organized. Same with my like big bench seat storage box, like that's kind of more organized now and didn't have just things chucked into it. So the nice thing is that my parents are going to be coming out to visit me in about 3 weeks, and so I can kind of just send some stuff back with them, or they can bring some stuff out if I need anything that I didn't think of. So I'm going to be like sending this spray back with them because I'm not going to use it up, and like I think my dad could probably use it or is going to use it, so like that'll go back with them. If I have like any books, like physical books, guys, I brought 1.5 bins full of physical books. It's bad. It's really bad. And I still have more storage space though. Just want to say there's still more storage back there that's unused, but like there's like no room up here, but I don't want to put anything back there, so I still have to figure that out. Maybe at like by the time they get here I'll kind of have stuff figured out and what I do and don't use, and either send some stuff back with them, or like I'll have books that I've read that I can send back with them. I'm trying, besides like at night when I'm like falling asleep and like first thing in the morning, I'm trying to really read my physical books because I brought too many. I brought way too many, but I like couldn't decide the last few books, and then I was running late and I just like chucked them all in a bin real quick and just like took them all with me, which a rash decision, yes, but do I care? No. Like I said, I have the extra room, so it's not that big of a deal, but trying to read physical books these next 3 weeks majorly, so I can send some back home with them. It's kind of that, kind of have everything organized. Just have to figure out where I'm going to store these for the next couple weeks, next 3 weeks or so. But yeah, pretty much I'm feeling so much better about everything. It's so much better now. I'm also gonna kind of plan my route for the next 11 days and figure out how I'm getting up there. I was like, do I go to the Tetons? It's like I have to figure out if it's majorly out of my way or just like slightly out of my way, that like I can, you know, what's the word? Justify it. I can justify it if it's just a little bit out of the way. If it's like majorly out of the way, I don't know. Also, it's supposed to get really cold in like a couple days. I think next Wednesday is when it's supposed to start getting really cold. It's supposed to be like in the 50s. And then like 30s at night. Good thing I've been in here when it's gotten down to like 34 when I was in here before. When I was in the Black Hills last October, one night got down to 34. A couple other nights got to the upper 30s and stuff. I was cozy in my bed. It was still cold in the rest of the van, and like I have to remember like my water system, like I have to watch out for that. But now my van is much more insulated, much more finished off, And I'm actually able to run my heater because my dad isn't sleeping in the middle of the floor and covering the entire floor space. So I'll actually be able to use my heater and take advantage of that. Yeah, okay, a bunch of rambling, but that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm going to chill out. I'm like sweating from all the work I did. It's quite warm right now. It's like almost 85, I think. I think it's supposed to be 85 today. And I've just been like moving stuff around, so it's warm in here. Gonna chill out, maybe plan my route, look at a few other things, but yeah, I just wanted to give you guys an update because I haven't done much talking. I kind of just appeared yesterday in my campsite for the night on my first night, and that was kind of it. No explanations. So yeah, that's a little bit of what's happening right now.